All right, we're live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I will go through and do a countdown of the top 10 not too shabby videos. If you come in, please check in and say where you're from and make a list. Say your favorite not too shabbies, maybe 2 or 3 or 4. Just put a little comma next, whatever, between them. All right. And also for people who don't watch this live, still check in, tell me where you're from, and then I'm going to be going through my list, but you're welcome to share your favorite. All right. So, and definitely feel free to comment and give your opinions. But this is going to be hopefully a great live stream. I have 1,456 not too shabby videos on my playlist. And this morning I went through all of them. I went through the whole list. I didn't watch all of them because that would take forever. And I narrowed it down to about 40 not too shabbies that either I love or, hey, Paula, I'm going to go. I've got a list of my, I made a list of my favorite not too shabbies, and I'm going to do a countdown from 10 to 1. This is going to be really exciting. All right. So how are you doing? Are you doing okay? So anyway, so then I had it down to 40 not too shabbies, and then it was really hard. It was interesting. There were about 8 that absolutely had to make the list. And then there were 2 more that it was hard. It was hard picking which ones. So, all right. So, by the way, before we start, I made a not too shabby just a few minutes ago. And here it is. I just went on a walk. And here's the not too shabby. All right. It's not even, anyway. Here it is. It's a Town of Silver Cliff sign. Not too shabby. So I just did that about 15 minutes ago. I went for a walk and I, walked to the Silver Cliff town, the town line. So, and then also this weekend, let me just show you. I did a couple of not too shabbies yesterday. All right. I will get to the list, but I'm going to obviously have conversations. So Paula, thanks for hanging around. What's your favorite not too shabby? I will tell you this. I have my top 10 list right here, and I won't change it. So you're welcome to give your comment, and let's see if they match, So, okay, so yesterday I was in Walsenburg at a coffee shop, and they had this right on the counter. Okay, I'm here in... No. Here it is. Here it is. It's mariachi rubber ducks. Not too shabby. There you go, mariachi rubber ducks. And then also they have a lot of interesting gifts. And here's one. It's a fox mug. Not too shabby. They have so many neat gifts, and I do not too shabbies anytime I'm there. And then Stephanie, the manager, she's really nice to me. She loves me. She's really nice. And so she encourages me to do the not too shabbies. And she tells customers to go visit Kiss Cactus. So yeah. Wasn't that a nice mug? That was a really nice mug. Here, I'll show it to you one more time. It's a really nice, and it was only, I think, it was either $12. I think it was $12. It's a fox mug. Not too shabby. Yeah. And they had a whole bunch of other mugs that were, so anyway, okay. All right. So I'm going to go to number 10. Slowly but surely. I've got my list here. You can't see it, can you? Hopefully you can't see it. Now, I don't know if these are going to seem random, but I'm just going to I'm going to pull up number 2 or number 10. We're going to go from 10 to 1. So believe me, out of 1,456 Not Too Shabbies, to even make it in the top 10, that's less than, it's the 99, more than the 99 percentile, 99.4, right? If I do my math. I don't even know. Anyway, it's like at the top 10 out of 1,456. So yeah, hey Josh, we're doing a Not Too Shabby countdown. Feel free. Oh, this is gonna be great. So hold on. All right, let me just. All right, I got to turn my volume off on my laptop here. Okay, hurry. So let's get to it. All right, I'm not gonna go super fast, but this is the number 10 Not Too Shabby of all time. All right, here it is.
It's a convenience store cheeseburger. Not too shabby.
All right. That's a good one, man. I love that one. All right, so if you've watched any of my Not Too Shabbies, you know that I do a lot of eating Not Too Shabbies. And usually it's like not a, I try to take a bite out of it and chomp on it and then say Not Too Shabby. So I went through all of my eating ones, and this convenience store cheeseburger, I was actually on my Bike Across America trip in 2017, and I was in Gatesville, Texas, and I was at this convenience store. And I know it's a little weird, like a convenience. It's weird, but that's what makes it great. Is like you're eating a bad convenience store cheeseburger, and it's bizarre, and I'm eating it, and it's like, I think it's a great one. So let's play it one more time.
It's a convenience store cheeseburger. Not too shabby.
There you go. I think it's called Gatesville, Texas. I think I was in Hamilton, Texas, and I was biking to Waco. So somewhere in there, I think it was Gatesville, something like that. So, but then, all right, so there's plenty of honorable mention. I'm going to do a lot of honorable mention, Not Too Shabbies, like related to eating. So here's one. This was a special one. I ate a taco. This was very early on. Maybe only about the 20th, 25th Not Too Shabby I've ever made. And it's this one. I was at Sean and Glenda's house. And it's ridiculous. You'll see. It's long.
This is a taco at Sean and Glenda's house.
They're good friends of mine. Oh, it looks so good.
Not too shabby.
So that one was an early one. So, but I like the taco. I'll even show an honor. There's another honorable mention. Is here. I did a Not Too Shabby at Cottonwood Pass, and I eat something.
Chocolate and peanut butter covered bacon at Cottonwood Pass. Not too shabby.
So I got lots of eating ones. Anyway, all right. So you get the idea. So, but number 10 is the convenience store cheeseburger. All right. What do you think? Hopefully everyone liked that one. So, oh, like here's another eating one. See, it pulls up. Here's another eating.
It's a pork and green chili taco.
Oh, that was so good.
Not too shabby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Speaking of tacos, here's another one.
Let's talk about reading. Not too shabby.
All right, so see, because I do a search for taco not too shabby, and then it shows all these other taco related, taco burrito related not too shabby. So, all right, so number 9 is the cheeseburger, convenience store cheeseburger. What's number 9? I'll tell you what number 9 is. Sometimes the not too shabby, sometimes it's not even about the delivery. Sometimes the actual thing that I'm focused on is it's so interesting. You know what I mean? And it's so desirable that I got to do a not too shabby on it. Even if I don't, my delivery's off or the lighting is bad. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's still so neat. That's what number 9 is. All right. So are you ready? Who's watching, by the way? I think it's just Paula and Josh. There's only 3 people, but that's okay. The number 9, not too shabby, is this.
It's a question mark scrubber tool. Not too shabby.
Look at that. It's a question mark shaped scrubber tool. Isn't that amazing? That's at Tumbleweed Coffee. And I saw it, I think it was like earlier in the winter, 6 months ago. And I just said, oh, I just fell in love with that. Yeah, it's a question mark. Look at this.
It's a question mark scrubber tool. Not too shabby.
Yeah, and you use it to kind of get in and you scrub out a coffee pot or something. So anyway, I don't know if this seems underwhelming, but I assure you, as we do the countdown, ladies and gentlemen, the not too shabbies will become more and more spectacular with each step of the way. So, and by the way, just a reminder, if you're checking in, if you're watching this live, feel free to check in and tell me where you're at, like where do you live? What's your location? And then go ahead and just rattle off a few of your favorite not too shabbies. All right. And then also, if you're not watching this live, do it in the comments section. All right. I want to get your feedback. So anyway, honorable mention, other interesting things. I'll tell you, I did this question mark one because I just found it so interesting. And I just thought it was like, ooh, so perfect. All right. But here's some others that at least made the top 40 and got consideration. So here's an interesting one. I mean, here's an honorable mention.
It's a cat clock. Not too shabby.
A cat clock. Isn't that a great one? And then what else do I got here? Yeah, the cat clock. Here's another good one that's kind of up this alley. I still think that question mark. I like the question mark one, but here's one that got some honorable mention.
It's a plane. Not too shabby.
There you go. All right. So number 10. All right, was the convenience store cheeseburger. Number 9 was the question mark scrubber tool. And then the number 8. Now, by the way, this is my list. Okay, so if you don't agree with me, that's okay. I'm just honored if you watch my videos at all. Okay. But for me, number 8 has it has history to it, and it played a pivotal role in the development of my not too shabbies. Yeah, that horn was so loud. It really scared me too. So anyway, number 8. This one, all right, let me just play it. But this one really played a role in, it kind of changed things once I did it. All right. And you're gonna. All right. Here it is.
It's a framed print of a desert scene. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Wait, let's just play that one more time.
It's a framed print of a desert scene. Not too shabby.
Oh yeah, I've got that Desert Prince scene upstairs hung up. Usually I have that in my counseling office. All right, so why that video? I was in Albuquerque. I was living in Albuquerque that summer. It was a few years ago. And it was still, the Not Too Shabbies was still in the early stages. I had done about 200 of them. All right, maybe 150 of them. And that was the first Not Too Shabby where I started to get a little like, you surprise, you sort of jump in and you go, not too shabby, not too shabby. You know, because sometimes I do it and I scream it, or I sort of like, I'm a little aggressive in how I pop my face into the not too shabby. So this was the first one where I kind of did it and I loved it. And I got a lot of likes and a lot of positive feedback. So this Desert Prince scene, you know, here, I'll play one more time.
It's a framed print of a desert scene. Not too shabby.
You can even see when I say not, my face isn't even in the video because I was trying to say it so fast. So anyway, that was the first one where I was like, oh, wow, that was kind of cool. And then I started doing more where I was a little faster, or, you know, so there you go. That's number 8. Okay. Bear with me, people. So yeah, Paula, you have that cat clock. That's at John's house, my Southern friend. Have you seen my, here, let me just show you. I have a whole videos. I have a playlist with John here. Let me just promote this. Yeah, it's called Southern Wisdom. There it is. Southern Wisdom by John. And he just talks about like all of his opinions, Southern things. And he talks about all right, this one. All I did was I just asked him random questions. And here, I asked him about Ruston, Louisiana. And this is his opinion of it. Okay.
Have you been to Ruston, Louisiana?
I have been there. It was a sad, sad thing. Ruston, Louisiana is nowhere. They just got around to legalizing alcohol in that parish. I don't know what else to say. Backward. Very backward.
It's got 9 likes and 2 dislikes. Backward. Very backward. So hopefully, I don't think anyone from Ruston, Louisiana has discovered it because no one has commented with anything really negative. But all right, so getting back to the countdown, the number 7 all-time best video. What's it going to be? What do you think it's going to be? You want to take a guess? Anybody? Maybe save your guess for number 1. I'll tell you what number 7 is. Now, I do a lot. I've done, well, I won't say a lot, but I've done a few. Out of 1,456, I've probably done about 40 or 50 where there's a friend in the video. And the friend is the focus, all right? And this is the best one. It was on my Bike Across America journey 2 years ago. Here it is.
Driving with my friend Michelle. Not too shabby.
You see her shaking her head? She was so annoyed. That was my friend Michelle. She was so annoyed. My friend Michelle. Plus, I scream it too. So she was giving me a ride. She was being very generous with what she was doing. And she's kind of camera shy. She's kind of a private person. So, so she was like, anyway, here it is.
Driving my friend Michelle. Not too shabby!
And she's nodding. She's shaking her head. So there you go. That's the number 7. I just love, I like the way it's like, you know, she's looking, she's got this fake smile, like the way Melania Trump smiles at Donald Trump. And then, you know, she gets all serious and you can tell she's kind of grossed out by him. It's the same kind of thing. Hopefully Michelle wasn't grossed out by me, but like you can tell she wasn't sure what, you know. So anyway, we're on the bike across. All right, so just the story about this was, seriously, one last thing. So with this video, Michelle, I was biking across America, and I made it to Loxley, Alabama. She lived in the Florida Panhandle, so she drove out and picked me up, and then I crashed at her place for one night, and then she took me back. So, and I took a day off. So, one more time, the number 7 all time, Not Too Shabby video is this one.
Driving with my friend Michelle. Not too shabby!
Oh, yeah, and plus I scream it too. I scream it. For those of you who like the screaming Not Too Shabbies, you know, yeah. So I still keep in touch with Michelle, and she lives in Florida. I'll have to let her know that she made it. But like, just want to show you, I have a couple of other, I have some honorable mention Not Too Shabbies with people. Okay. So here's just a couple of honorable mention. It didn't make the list, didn't make the top 10, but it kind of made, at least was in consideration. Here's an early one. It's with my friend Dale.
This is my friend Dale Dawson. Hey. Not too shabby.
It's only 6 seconds long. Dale is such a good guy. That's all I got to say. There's a lot I could say about him, but he was a good guy. It was it was the Super Bowl. It was a Super Bowl where the Broncos got destroyed by Seattle. So here it is again.
This is my friend Dale Dawson. Hey. Not too shabby.
So anyway, that just makes me smile. The laugh, the hey. Hey. So that's a good one. And plus Dale's a good guy. Wait. And then there's another one. I almost had one with Bernie, but he didn't make it either. Anyway, here's the Bernie.
It's my friend Bernie eating pizza. Not too shabby.
So there you go. That's a good one, the Bernie one. All right. So, and I've got a bunch of other like Not Too Shabbies with people, and let me just find one more. Let me think. Who have I done a Not Too Shabby of? I don't even know what. Wait. I can't. No, my friend. All right, Mike. Let's see here. Oh, how about Mike K? Hey, I just recently met Mike K. And here's one with Mike. This was just like a few months ago. 2 months, 3 months ago.
It's my friend Mike K. Not too shabby.
We had fun. All right, by the way, I gotta just text Mike and invite him to my and then we'll get to number 6 here. Mike, I am live streaming right now, period. I am counting down the top 10 Not Too Shabby videos, exclamation point. All right. So if he's around. So all right. So that was number 7, Michelle. Number 6. This is fun for me because I really am playing. I just think these are the better ones. All right, Mike says he's going to join in about 10 minutes. So that's good. Number 6. Some of my not too shabbies. It's not the delivery. It's not whether I shouted or not. Some are just flat out bizarre. They're not eating ones like the cheeseburger. You know what I mean? It's not something cute like a question mark tool scrubber or a cat clock or something like that. All right? Or what was 10? Okay. Or some others. Some are just weird. Here's one that's just outside of town. The site of this not too shabby. It's just like about, I don't know, a mile or two north of town. Here it is. And I just love this one. I love it. It's so, Is it going to play?
This ain't the Dan's Lake Road. Stay out. Not too shabby.
This ain't the damn lake road. Stay out. I love it. That sign captures the flavor of living out here in Custer County. It's rural. There's a lot of ranchers. There's a lot of people like that are a little crotchety with private property. I mean, there's beautiful mountains, but it's just a little, you know. So there's Lake Deweese, about 7 miles north of town, and near where the turnoff is, the signage isn't good. And this guy has a driveway, and I guess people roll up on his driveway and, you know, do a U-turn. So he made this sign, and to this day, I love. You know, like I don't even know this guy, my neighbor. You know, he's a neighbor. I need to go to his house and say, I love your sign so much. It's so amazing, you know. But would he be mad at me or whatever? I don't know. I got to find out who lives there. Here it is again.
This ain't the Dan's Lake Road. Stay out. Not too shabby.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Marvel Man. Hey, we're doing the top 10 not too shabby. So if anybody comes in, feel free to check in and give me your location and rattle off 1 or 2 or 3 of your favorite not too shabbies, okay? So number 7 is This Ain't the Damn Lake Road, Stay Out. All right? And I've got my list here, by the way. Honorable mention. I got a few more that were kind of like honorable mention that are related to like weird, like flat out, just bizarre. This one was just a smash hit. I don't know why. It's been watched 1,400 times, which is a lot for me. Here it is.
It's Ben A. Romero and Sons, welding and machine work. Not too shabby.
Oh, yeah. It was an abandoned repair shop of some kind. That was in Raton, New Mexico. So there's some more weird ones, just like bizarre. I love that Ben A. Romero and Sons. Here's one. This is in Deming, New Mexico. Play. Come on. Play. I'm impatient.
It's the swimming pool at my motel. Not too shabby.
There was that's icky water, and there was some litter in there. It was disgusting. But it was so obscene and awful that it sort of became beautiful and not too shabby worthy. So here's that swimming pool again.
It's the swimming pool at my motel. Not too shabby.
Oh, yeah. Bye, Marvel Man. Take care, buddy. Thanks for coming by. And then one more. Here's one more, like, strange one. See, some of my not too shabbies are kind of on the strange side. And, I mean, it's just, anyway, here it is. Come on, play.
It's the detox facility in Trinidad, Colorado. Not too shabby.
The detox facility. I'm sure it's a nice place. So again, number 6 is this one.
This ain't the Dan's Lake Road. Stay out. Not too shabby.
Man, I love. And he needs to paint it again. It's sort of wearing out. It looks like so. I might. Anyway, who's watching? It says there's 4 people watching. Paula and Josh, I'm sure you're still there. I know some people they come in and they listen to me like they're like it's the radio and they don't watch and they're doing stuff and they're just listening to me. So a couple of people have told me they do that. So all right, so that is number 6. So number 5. Now I got to be honest with you. 6 through 10 are good, but you can make an argument. You can make an argument that they're not great, that they're not, a slam dunk, amazing, not too shabby. But I will argue 5 through 1, they get way better and amazing and just so incredible. The number 5, not too shabby, is this one. And I was so proud of myself. And this took place at the Trinidad Community Center.
Shooting a 3-point shot. Not too shabby.
By the way, that was a one-handed 3-point shot. See, it's a one. I put it in the title. On my second take, I shot it in. I did it once and I missed. On my second take, I scored. I did it. So a one-handed 3-point shot. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the number 5 not too shabby video of all time.
Shooting a 3-point shot. Not too shabby.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that amazing? When there's action, when there's a not too shabby and you're doing something and there's a follow through and there's an end result within 8 or 9 seconds, those are beautiful and amazing, aren't they? So I liked it. So speaking of actions or sports, there actually were 2 other honorable mentions that were, got some consideration, but didn't make the top 10 list. Like this one.
I'm biking in an arroyo. Not too shabby.
Biking inside an arroyo. That was in Albuquerque. So, and then what was the other one here? Oh, this one was a good one, but it wasn't, I'm proud of it. Like every not too shabby, when you think about it, every not too shabby, all 1,456 not too shabbies I've made are wonderful and just amazing and a blessing to the world. But not everyone, you know what I mean? There's some that are better than others, right? And this is like the cream of the crop, all right? Anyway, so here's another one that's kind of sport related with movement, and I'm proud of it.
Riding my bike with no hands on the handlebar. Not too shabby.
That was on my Bike Across America trip. I was in Southwest New Mexico. So, all right, so that's number 5. Number 4. 4. The number. Number 4. Okay. This one is like. It's one of those where I understand if somebody didn't like it, but I love it. And I don't even care if anyone doesn't like it or, you know what I mean? I think most people would like it though. Number 4. Now, there was one summer I spent in New Mexico 4 years ago. I lived in Albuquerque. And I'm just going to play it. It's a wonder. It had, like it's something. Anyway, here it is. I'll just play it.
Listening to Native American music. Not too shabby.
Oh, isn't that great? Native American music. And it's the chant music with the drum, and they're chanting, and there's kind of yelling, and it's so amazing. In New Mexico, there's a lot of Native American there's a lot of reservations and native radio stations, and it's common to just turn on the radio and to find like native music, like chant music. And I remember I went on a bike ride. And I was driving back home. My bike was in the back on my rack. And it was a good bike ride. And then I was starting to drive off. And before I really got on the road, I heard this. And I had to do it not too shabby. Here it is.
Listening to Native American music. Not too shabby.
Number 4, Native American music. Oh, yeah. And if it's really good music, I went for 14 seconds in that not too shabby. Usually I want it 9 seconds or under. But if it's a really good song or something like that, I'll go for whatever, a whole extra 5 seconds and stretch it out to 14. Hey, Mike. Hey, buddy. You just watched the number 4 Not Too Shabby video. So yeah, I like native flutes too. I don't have a not too shabby of that. So my massage therapist, sometimes she has like flute music, native flute music in the background. So, but really though, New Mexico is so cool because there's so many reservations. And if you're kind of anywhere, like they're just all over. And it's really common to turn on the radio and there's some like public radio station run by a native a reservation. And then they got like, they're playing crazy chant music and drums. And so that's number 4. By the way, I have wait, here's another, I have a second Native American not too shabby. This one isn't number 4, but here, I'll just play it too.
Listening to Native American chant music. Not too shabby.
I love that, man. I love that. I love that so much. It's so beautiful. Okay. So obviously I like it. All right. So we're down to now the number 3 Not Too Shabby video of all time. The best of all time. Okay. So by the way, it looks like there's 5 people watching. Please check in. Give me your location. You're welcome to list some of your favorite Not Too Shabbies. As many as you want. Okay. Tell me which one's your all-time favorite. But I'm up to number 3. 3. 3 is a good number, isn't it? 3. I've biked across America 3 times. I'll take $3 over $1. 3. Iris the chicken. Josh, no. Iris the chicken is not. I've always played Iris the chicken in my live streams, but sorry, Iris doesn't make the top 3. All right, but I'll tell you which one. 3. Yeah, Paula. Yeah, those powwows. That's right. They call them powwows. Yeah. There's something, yeah. Anyway, especially in the Western states. All right. So the number 3, not too shabby. Wait, we want to. Do we? Okay. I'll play Iris the chicken. This is not on the list. But because Iris the chicken has been requested, and this is Josh's chicken and Josh's wife holding the chicken. So here it is.
It's Iris, a chicken. Not too shabby.
So what do you think? So there, it is a good one. I will admit, Iris the chicken, it's a good one. Okay. So, by the way, this one did not make the top 10 list, but it's in the playlist. It's in like the YouTube suggestions. This Not Too Shabby is not on the list.
Lying on an emergency room bed at 2 a.m. Not too shabby.
That's when I had my kidney stone. So, all right, the number 3, not too shabby. It's a combination of, it has flow, it has people's reactions. Sometimes the not too shabby makes it because of the reactions of people that are in the video. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is the number 3, the third best, not too shabby. Here it is.
It's the Westcliff Community Dinner. Not too shabby.
There's my friend Terry. Did you see Terry in there? One more time.
It's the Westcliff Community Dinner. Not too shabby.
And then Cheryl yelled, not too shabby. So for the last 2 years, Westcliff has hosted a community dinner where they close off Main Street and they invite the whole community to come out and have dinner. And when you only have like 1,000 people in Westcliff and Silvercliff combined, and like 4,000 people in the whole county, you can fit everybody in on Main Street. So that was the context. And yeah. So I was sitting at my table with Terry and Cheryl, and Joyce is in there, and there's some other people. And so that was the not too shabby. So, and Cheryl shouts out, not too shabby. Here.
It's the Westcliff Community Dinner. Not too shabby.
The number 3, not too shabby. You challenge me to find the largest group of people you can. Do a group not too shabby? I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's interesting, Josh. That's interesting. So, by the way, so here's an honorable mention. Wait, let's see. I got honorable mention here. So sometimes when people's reactions are in the background, it can be kind of funny. Like here, this one wasn't as good, but it was still good. I was having coffee, and I'll just let it speak for itself.
Having coffee with my Methodist friends. Not too shabby.
There's Terry in the background. So anyway, that was just a little cute one. And then also, honorable mention to Bill Rogan's lamp. Let's see, where is it here? Here it is. Because
It's a lamp with seashells. Not too shabby.
all right, it wasn't that, but I just like that we got a little laughter inside that, at the end there. I like it when sometimes when people laugh, it's a stupid, not too shabby, but then there's some friend laughing in the background. So, ladies and gentlemen, the community dinner that was last September. What is the number 2? Not too shabby. Two. At this point, you can start guessing if you want. Or, I'm not going to, I already have my list settled. Nothing will change my mind. But if you have a suggestion, now's the time to blurt it out. What should be number 2 or number 1? Go ahead. I see Josh is saying something stoplight. Cactus, maybe. Which cactus video? Which stoplight video? Any other suggestions? Paula, Mike, anyone else? I'll just show it to you. Number 2 has all the elements of it, like it's bizarre. It's funny. There's intensity. Well, this is I'll just make it up. This is the number 2 not too shabby video. The second best of all time is this one. Here we go.
It's McDonald's French fries on the ground. Not too shabby.
McDonald's French fries on the ground. One more time.
It's McDonald's French fries on the ground. Not too shabby.
It was a few years ago. I was actually on a walk. I was in Trinidad, Colorado with my friend Bill. Bill and I were walking. And I think we were in Chimino Park. I think it's called Chimino Park. And we just saw these. I don't know why. I mean, I think I did one or two other not too shabbies on our walk. And I saw the French fries. And I mean, I don't know what grabbed me, but I just said, I'm doing a not too shabby. We got to stop. And so I did it. And they talked about this on Opie Radio. They played this not too shabby. It was the first not too shabby that they played when Opie Radio, Jim Norton and the Opie guy were talking about me. So the McDonald's French fries. I know Bill Rogan loves this one too. And it is a great one. So here, all right, here it is.
It's McDonald's French fries on the ground. Not too shabby.
Oh yeah, I love it, man. I think it's I mean, yeah. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was number 2. Can you believe it? You want to have my laugh as your ringer? That's so nice. I should really. Oh my gosh! Thank you, Paula. That's so amazing. I don't even know. Can I monetize that? Can I make money? All right. So before I get to number 1, should I recap the top 10, like 10 through 2, not too shabbies? I'll just go through them as fast as I can. I'll just play them without any comment. Let's do that, all right? Let's do number 10. Okay, so first things first. I don't know what to say about, maybe All right, we'll get to the laugh and making it as an alarm. That sounds really interesting, but we have bigger things. We're talking about the greatest not too shabbies in not too shabby history right now, okay? So let me just go through the real as quickly as I can with no comments. All right, here's 10 through 2. All right, here's number 10.
It's a convenience store cheeseburger.
Not too shabby.
All right. So the convenience store cheeseburger is number 10. Number 9.
It's a question mark scrubber tool. Not too shabby.
Is the question mark scrubber tool. Number 8. Number 8.
It's a framed print of a desert scene. Not too shabby.
The desert print scene. Number 7.
Driving with my friend Michelle. Not too shabby.
Driving with Michelle. Number 6. Wait, I gotta get to them. Come on, it won't show. Number 6.
This ain't the Dan's Lake Road. Stay out. Not too shabby.
This ain't the damn Lake Road. Stay out. Number 5.
Shooting a 3-point shot. Not too shabby.
Number 4.
Listening to Native American music. Not too shabby.
All right, so that was number 4. Native American music. Number 3.
It's the Westcliff Community Dinner. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
The Westcliff Community Dinner. Number 2. Number 2.
It's McDonald's French fries on the ground. Not too shabby.
McDonald's French fries on the ground is number 2. So now, finally, the number 1 not too shabby of all time. Which one is it? Does anyone want to make any final guesses? Anyone? Make your final guess. Go ahead. By the way, if you're watching this like when it's not live, you have to share what your number 1 not too shabby is. All right? All right? Number 1. I can tell you this. It has to be a yelling one. It has to be. It has to be a yelling one. All right? And there are a whole bunch of yelling ones. But there's one, in my opinion, that stands out the most. All right? Should I do the honorable mention? Actually, here, I'll do the honorable mention. These, like before I get to the top one, there's some honorable mention shouting not too shabbies. All right? So this one is, this was just an honorable mention.
Driving 70 miles an hour with a bottle of water on the outside of the windshield. Not too shabby!
But no, that's not the best one. Here's another great one. No question. This is a solid, not too shabby. No, like there's no question. All right, but it's still honorable mention.
It's ceramic chili peppers. Not too shabby!
All right. By the way, I think I'm wearing the same shirt. I'm wearing my Monk's Coffee Shop shirt here, and I think I was wearing the same shirt. Let's see.
It's ceramic chili peppers. Not too shabby!
Maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm not sure if it was the same shirt, but it doesn't matter. And then also, here's another shouting one that gets honorable mention. Okay. This one.
It's 9 ping pong balls in my hand. Not too shabby!
Did you see Ellen in the background? That's my friend Bill, his daughter, and she was like, she got scared and startled.
It's 9 ping pong balls in my hand. Not too shabby!
All right. But none of those, as great as all those shouting not too shabbies are, I still think the best one is this one. Are you ready? I'm going to play it right now.
It's a 3-pound bag of cheese raviolis. Not too shabby!
The raviolis! Come on. I scream it. And it was so, like, I was in my kitchen right over there. And I love eating raviolis. And I was like, it was during the Funhouse, when Funhouse was giving me all the publicity. So I knew I had to shout. I was due to shout one. And I really like it because, here, let me just play it again.
It's a 3-pound bag of cheese raviolis. Not too shabby!
I scream it and I blurt it out so hard that for the last syllable of shabby, I didn't even shout it. And it kind of like, I didn't even say it well. So like the beauty is it was actually kind of bad. The way I screamed it, it was like bad. And that makes it more funny. Yeah, I lost my voice. That's right. Yeah. So I went through the list and I had 40 of them. And the raviolis won it.
It's a 3-pound bag of cheese raviolis. Not too shabby!
Oh, yeah. And see, here's the thing. I'll show you. Right now, I always have raviolis in my freezer. See, I got the bag of cheese raviolis right here. So, da 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 da. The cheese raviolis, ladies and gentlemen. So I actually had a little bit of a ravioli dinner about an hour ago. I had 13 raviolis with tomato sauce. So that's right. I ran out of air in my diaphragm for the number one not too shabby.
It's a 3-pound bag of cheese raviolis. Not too shabby!
Number one. This is a really big bag. And it's the Walmart brand. That's the Walmart brand for the cheese raviolis. I mean, there's a lot of raviolis in here. I mean, I've already eaten like 2 or 3. There's a whole bunch of raviolis in there. You see it? Oh, I dropped some of the raviolis. Oh, yeah, can you see that? So anyway, here, does anybody want a ravioli? Yeah. So anyway, so that's it. That's the countdown. All right. The cheese raviolis.
It's a 3-pound bag of cheese raviolis. Not too shabby!
So that's it. Friends, we are finished. Thank you for watching. And the top 10 of the greatest Not Too Shabbies. Really, thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right. Here's my little notepad. And I'm going to get off my computer now because it's my day off and I need to just rest. And I might actually go for a walk. So, because it's actually like, it was 60 degrees, which is warm for our mountain town. So it's probably still in the 50s. So I might just try to get another walk in. But I'm done. I'm closing it out. Mike, Josh, Paula, anyone else, thank you. I really appreciate you watching. And definitely to anyone who's like watches this after like when it's not live, definitely share what's your favorite Not Too Shabby. Make your list. I'd love to see your list. But this is my top 10 list. And one more time, let's just do it.
It's a 3-pound bag of cheese raviolis.
Bye, everybody. So long. Bye. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Take care.